Hey, it's Wednesday, January 7th, and the world's on fire with breaking headlines, so let me get you caught up fast. First, the shocker in the Americas, a U.S. Delta Force raid in Caracas at 2:01 a.m. on January 3rd, led to the capture of Venezuelan leader Nicolás Maduro and his wife, reportedly taken from their residence as they slept. 2 days later, they appeared in a New York court, pleading not guilty to narco-terrorism conspiracy, cocaine importation conspiracy, weapons charges. President Trump then told NBC he considers himself in charge of Venezuela and hinted at a second operation if acting President Delcy Rodriguez doesn't cooperate. The blowback has been immediate. Human rights org WOLA called the operation reckless and dangerous, arguing it violates international law. Mexico, Colombia, Brazil, the UN's top officials voiced alarm, warning this could damage U.S. standing and alienate allies. Why this matters to you? Oil. Risk. Venezuela holds the world's biggest proven reserves. A sudden power shift could reroute crude exports, squeeze or loosen supply, and inject volatility into prices. Think knock-on effects at the pump and in broader inflation. Over to the Middle East, tensions are spiking. Iran's new defense council says it may act preemptively if it detects a credible threat translation. It won't wait to be hit first. At the same time, protests over economic collapse and a plunging rial have rocked cities for more than a week with deaths reported. President Trump warned on social media that if Iran violently kills peaceful protesters, the U.S. is locked and loaded and would come to their rescue. Layer, on top of that, reports that Israel and Syria have agreed to set up a U.S.-supervised intelligence coordination mechanism. If that materializes, it could be a tactical deconfliction channel, reducing miscalculation risk, or, depending on how it's used, a new flashpoint. Why this matters to you? Shipping lanes. Energy. Any escalation that threatens the Strait of Hormuz or Eastern Med routes hits global supply chains and oil benchmarks quickly. Markets hate uncertainty, and right now, uncertainty is the headline. In Asia, the Philippines just signed a 2026 national budget worth 6.793 trillion pesos. With an anti-corruption twist, it bans political interference in distributing financial aid. This comes after a massive flood control kickback scandal involving lawmakers, officials, contractors. President Marcos promised more prudent, careful spending and tighter scrutiny, so programs actually benefit vulnerable communities. Why this matters to you? Policy credibility. Investment. Cleaning up procurement and aid distribution can restore confidence, draw capital, and stabilize growth in a key Southeast Asian economy, one deeply linked to regional supply chains and remittances. So where are markets right now? Cautious. Traders are weighing a potential Venezuelan oil reshuffle, elevated Iran risk governance reforms in Manila. All at once. Expect defensive positioning, energy up on risk premium. Safe haven flows into the dollar and gold, and equities chopping sideways until there's clarity on the ground. Here's the bottom line. Rapid moves in Caracas, a hair trigger in Tehran, possible new intel plumbing between Israel and Syria, and a governance pivot in Manila. The through line is simple. Legitimacy, leverage, logistics. Who's in charge, who's got the leverage, and what gets where, when. I'll keep tracking it. If you found this useful, tap like so more people see it and drop your questions. I'll hit them in the next update. Stay smart, stay kind, and I'll see you tomorrow.